David Gale now. There we go. Oh, good. It's afternoon. It's afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We're getting better at that, I think.
You think so?
Recognizing the time of day.
We're getting tighter.
It's tighter.
Oh, recognizing the time of day.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's been a challenge for us.
Who cares about being tight at the beginning of the show?
Doesn't matter.
Tight means like everything is pieced together really well. We're getting in there at the right cue points and everything and starting the show off right. No, it's all about remembering it's the afternoon, not the morning.
Exactly. So we say good afternoon. We've got a fun show. We've got some great guests coming up today. We're going to get to our first guest actually shortly because she is a very busy person. And
now I know that we got to get to her quickly, but I have to point something out because one of the guests that we're supposed to have on who is not here right now, but I'm hoping she's going to pop in soon is Amanda Zimmer from the local press.
Okay.
And the reason why I bring this up before we bring Lorri in with the haunting stuff is because we have right now, listen to this
Saturday morning talk show at 10:30
so
a.m.
we've got
celebrating and promoting service groups, events, people.
So this is on the radio station. This is on the radio station.
Wait a minute. How are you on a radio station and doing this live? Wait a second.
I know it's crazy. So listen to this. Listen to this. And then we've got our Canadian lunch bucket coming up in like right now.
Right now.
So we've got a new intro for that. So listen to this. If you have any positive news or events with your service group, visit our website at euroradio.ca. That's euroradio.ca and look for the PSA link at the top of the page. We want to promote all things local. For EURO Radio, I'm David Gale, and this has been your 3-minute update. The 3-minute update has been brought to you by the local press. Visit www.claresholmlocalpress.ca for all your sports, opinions, entertainment, and up-to-the-minute news around the Foothills area. Look at that.
Look at that. I have not heard that. I did not.
That's right. So then we've got the intro for the Canadian. Now, I just did this intro. Do you want to hear the new intro?
Of course.
So I got the new intro coming up here right away. So this is for the Canadian Lunch Bucket, which means that from 12 to 1, every day you can hear all Canadian music.
Do you have the hip in there? You better have the hip in there.
If it rotates the hip in. Oh.
That was not planned at all. That was
okay. Here's the new intro. Here's the new intro. EURO Radio. Do you know what time it is? It's lunchtime. 12 o'clock.
Okay, we're on, so do it, right?
So you know what that means? That's right.
I'm doing the whole one today. Okay.
It's time for the Canadian Lunch Bucket. All Canadian music. What's that?
Kim Mitchell, nice. Yep. Very good.
For the entire lunch hour, right here on EURO Radio. There you go. So there's our intro. Fantastic. So now everybody gets to listen to Canadian music on the radio station. We might have pulled viewers from our show today to the radio station after that.
Probably. We probably did. Sometimes how it goes.
So are we having a haunting show today?
Well, we're going to have a very, you know what, this show, I would like to say is scary good. Ready? Scary good.
Scary good.
Morning at all. We're bringing Lorri in. I don't know that that's even Lorri. I know what she looks like. That doesn't look like her.
What? Liz, I thought we were promoting No Scare Hour. What's going on?
Come later.
Oh, that's coming later. Okay.
Lorri, thank you for joining us. I assume that's who I'm talking to from your dollar store with more, who, incidentally, are one of our sponsors, which we'll get to in a moment. So, first of all, are both eyes? You got something going on in both eyes. Look at that.
Let's see. Yeah.
That is wild. That is nuts. But you can still see clearly, right? You can. Well,
absolutely.
Okay.
Is this appropriate?
I think so.
To be pointing out her eyes like that?
Well, she actually.
These are her natural eyes.
Yeah, not a lot of people know this. That Lorri puts in contacts all the other days of the year to look not like this. This is the one day of the year.
Okay. So these are her natural eyes.
Yeah.
We're making fun of them. Oh, that's really nice of us.
Yeah, right. Nice.
Yeah.
The hair and the mustache are not hers, but the eyes.
Okay.
Might be. So we've been talking about this for a few weeks, Lorri. Very exciting. It's back again. The haunted house happening at the community center. I love this event, and I didn't think it could get any better until this happened. check this out. So Saturday, October 28th, I'm reading this from 5 to 8 p.m. Sounds great. No scare hour. Brilliant for the first hour of the event. Same thing on Sunday from 3 to 6, from 3 to 4. It's no scare hour. I love this idea. I think it's really, really smart. Where did you come up with it to introduce like a no scare hour into the into the house?
In the last couple of years, we've done it that if you didn't want the scare, as you were going through the haunted house, you just said no scare. And then all of our haunters would just stand back. But it got a little hard because the ones who wanted it weren't getting it. The ones who didn't want it were getting it. It was hard for the haunters as well because they get all ready for you and then stand down.
Yeah.
So we decided that we would just put in a no scare hour. And then that we can accommodate a little more of the littles or some of the older people who just don't want the scare.
Yeah, I think that's very nice. See, and then everyone can enjoy it, and that's on both days. Now, it's important also to note that that this year, this is in support of the skate park, and so you're looking for cash donations would be best. I guess to say don't bring food donations this year. Because the skate park doesn't need food donations necessarily.
Right.
So that's been your supportive choice, which is awesome. And so it's in the small hall again, like in the smaller side,
it is.
I assume. Okay, awesome. And so folks, if they're now, do you need tickets to this event at all, or is it show up with a donation and that'll?
It's a free event. If you'd like to give a donation, there will be a cash bucket at the door, and you will enter the west side of the building this year, so on the back side.
Okay.
Again, same as last year, but they'll
Awesome.
have a cash donation bucket at the door there for you if you want to. But it's free to all. It doesn't matter your age. Little ones, we're going to try to do a little more outside for them. Hopefully the weather is nice and everything works out the way we're planning it.
Okay.
Just because some of the little guys don't really want as much, but with the no scare hour, it might be all right for them as well. We've had 2-year-olds go through like a champ, 7-year-olds clinging onto their daughter.
Yep.
Screaming like a baby. So
That's true.
it's hard to tell who it's for and who it's not for.
Well, and what's tough sometimes too is you go through with a friend, like say you went through with me, and I have a camera and I do this to you, and I don't think Lauren even knows that I still have this picture loaded. This was a year ago, and something genuinely frightened her. We had to bleep her a lot too, but that's another story. We had a lot of fun going through the haunted house last year. Now there's some new things in. Can we talk about anything that's new in terms of sort of set or things happening without giving too much away?
Oh, we can't really give you too much because we do want you to have the scare for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we give you any hints or anything, then you'll be prepared.
There was a post I saw about like a set piece, if you like. I don't know if we can talk about that. There was something that might be showing up in the house that's a little different.
Oh, yes.
near the house.
Outside of the community center, actually, we will have 2 authentic hearses. They'll be perfect for a photo opportunity.
Oh, nice.
And they will be there for both days as well. So that we can definitely talk about. They're pretty cool. I haven't seen them in person, only in photos, but the same gentleman who drove us around for the parade in our horse and carriage will be the same gentleman we are getting these from for the weekend.
Perfect. That was what I was thinking about, was the hearses, which will still be cool. Dave Murphy said, I still remember last year, Satan giving me a thumbs up at my Slayer t-shirt. Where else can that possibly happen, right? So I went through last year just to kind of like, we shot some video and I was kind of getting prepared. And I honestly, at the end, I was kind of moving in on what I honestly thought was just a dummy with a mask on, like a not a person. And I got within inches and this thing lunged at me and I also screamed like loud, like a child. It was.
Are you usually pretty good with haunted houses, Alec, or are you a little baby like me?
No, not at all. No, I'm terrible. No,
You're terrible. Okay.
Yeah. The only reason I went through with Lauren last year, kind of cool as a cucumber, it's because I'd gone through several times to try to because then I knew when stuff was going to happen, so I could kind of intensify the scare for her. But no, so this is why we're so pumped up about this no scare hour, because this is the kind of thing that we would take advantage of. Yes, of course we would.
But I might go through once no scare hour and then come back now that I kind of know the lay of the land. And just like you know, you kind of went through a couple times, so you knew what was going on, and then you kind of have an idea, but then you get to experience it without, you know, like total not knowing what's coming up.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's funny because there are the big haunted houses too in Calgary down at the Stampede grounds. My kids went last weekend, and they had a great time. And they're like, you know, our little haunted house here in Claresholm kind of stands up. Like, it's good. I think it might even be better in some ways because it's
that's awesome to
longer. Hear. And it's cool because you do know, like, there are people in the house that you know. We all know folks who are going to be involved, but you don't recognize them, right? I think the person that played your demon, was it last year or the year before, came up to me like a few days after Halloween and said, "I really got you." And I went, "That was you?" But you don't know who people are. So that's what's great about the community. And now the skate park. I don't know if we can talk about the skate park, Lorri, if you have a sense of sort of like, I think you're just collecting for them. Do we know where we are in that process? I know they're kind of still building and taking donations.
I don't know where they are exactly, but I do know that they're really hoping to break ground next year.
Okay,
so
that's
we're
awesome.
Crossing our fingers that we can help get them a little closer. If not, with the rest of their donations and maybe some grants and stuff, they'll be there next year.
Awesome. I think we should put you on the front cover of the grant proposal. Just boom. With a skateboard.
Sure.
This kind of stuff, that's the one thing I learned about moving to a small town, is this kind of stuff like this gets done. Just sometimes it takes a little while to get it done. Yeah. We had at the Nanton Lions campground, we had the playground that they were building and they were raising money. I think they raised money for about 4 years before they could afford to actually get the playground up. And the playground is now up and going. Yeah. So we're all good. But yeah, sometimes it takes a little while to get this stuff, get enough money raised for it. But one thing I love about the small towns is when they set their mind to doing something, they get it done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And that's where this event is so awesome, because you've been able to help a few service groups along the way, and, community events and things, and people have a great time. And I think it's like people really look forward to this. I think it's definitely established itself as like a must do event for Halloween in town. And it's just gotten even better with the no scare hour. So nice work.
Well, and this is our 4th year to do it. So we're a little more experienced, and last year we had over 60 volunteers over the whole course of the weekend.
Ooh, holy smokes.
It's not a little small thing that we do. It's quick, but there's a lot of volunteers that step up, and
that's fantastic. Well, we know you're going to be super busy with it next week, which is why we wanted to have you on today. Now, are you dressed like this for the whole day? Is this your day now? You're set? You're going to...
Yes. I've been trying to do something different every day for almost all month.
Holy smokes.
Really? Yeah. So you're dressing up in costume now from now till Halloween the store? Yeah.
Wow. That is amazing. I'd love to see you dress as one of us just for a day and see how many people go, ugh.
Sure.
It might be a bit much. It might just be a bit much.
That's what I thought. I thought one of the scares was going to be you, Alec, but you're not in the haunted house.
If you want.
Yeah, I'm the only guy going, how come I don't have a mask, you guys? They're like, shh, you're fine. It's good. You fit right in.
They open the closet door in there, and kids are scared. Yeah.
That's funny. Thanks, Dave. It's always nice to.
Absolutely.
I can hear the store is filling up. Lorri, we'll let you carry on with your day. We really appreciate you jumping on, giving us some info. And again, just so everyone's aware when it's happening, it starts on Saturday, October 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. No scare hour for the first hour of that 5 to 6. And then again, Sunday, 3 to 6, no scare hour from 3 to 4. Treat bags handed out. It's a free event. But you are accepting donations to the skate park, and I'd really encourage everyone who's going to bring a donation for the skate park, because it's really important as a community that we support each other, which is exactly what you're doing. All right, Lorri, we'll let you carry on with your day. We super appreciate you coming on, and you'll see me at some point on the weekend. You'll know when I'm there because you'll hear me probably.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You got it. All right,
thanks,
Lorri. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So awesome. Now is it a good segue to say that segment was brought to you by?
Absolutely. I
think we should. I think we should talk. Let's talk a little bit about.
You were reading my mind. We have sponsors for the show. That's how these things happen, because we do have some expenses along the way, and folks like Lorri are willing to come on and talk, and they are also one of our sponsors, which is super helpful. Do you know which sponsor they are, Dave?
This one.
Boom. Dollar store with more. They have an amazing selection in that store, as you can see a little bit over Lori's shoulder. They've got a lot of Halloween stuff in right now, obviously. Lots and lots of Halloween. They've got party supplies, they've got balloons, they've got baby items, cleaning supplies. They've got a little bit of hardware, stationery, just about everything you're going to need. So go into the dollar store with more. They're super friendly, very knowledgeable. They'll be happy to help you out. So big thanks to them. Also to Claresholm Pharmacy. Did you know that they also have groceries? I went and checked them out the other day. They got a nice little grocery section. They've got dairy, Cudlow meats now as well. And of course, being a pharmacy, they've got some very knowledgeable prescribing pharmacists that can help you out. And maybe after Halloween, if you've had a little bit too much candy, you got a headache or something, go in and get some Advil. Very smart. And last but not least, we'd like to thank Janet's Fashions. They're our original sponsor on the show. If you need to get some new threads after Halloween, before Halloween, maybe you just need a new coat. So when you go take the kids out trick-or-treating, you don't freeze. I think the weather's going to be nice, but we're getting there. Dave, it's kind of winterish. It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. I heard the forecast for next week, or
it's
coming in the next couple of days. Is not going to be too warm, but oh well, that's okay.
That's okay. So you can go to Janet's Fashions, pick up some maybe a nice warm coat, some pants, and keep yourself set for the wintertime. So thank you to our sponsors, and good segue, Dave. That was excellent.
Thanks.
Now, speaking of looking good, I got to say, like I try to keep up with you, as you know, because you're sort of a fashion
trendsetter.
Yeah, a trendsetter would be the word. Beard looks really good. I tried trimming this up today because I just felt like I got to keep up. But I still haven't really gotten around to trying it your way, your method.
So this is the one thing another thing about the show that I like, and we don't really point this out a lot, but there are lessons that we like to, it's almost like a Sesame Street or a Mr. Dress Up. Hey, have you seen the recent Mr. Dress Up documentary?
I've seen an ad. I just saw like the poster for it. I haven't seen the. Oh,
it's fantastic, and there were so many lessons that we learned throughout our lives, but you don't stop learning, right? So even on this show, we have tried to bring some knowledge and creativity and some lessons to even the adults, the grown-ups. Yeah. So, what kind of lessons do you think we bring to these wonderful people that watch this show?
Well, I think health and beauty is probably at the top of the list. I mean,
health and beauty, absolutely.
I can't imagine what else it would be.
Exactly. So when it comes to health and beauty, especially beauty, this is one thing that people often try to keep up with me on. It's not easy. No. It's not easy for people to do that. But this week, I decided that we are going to do something a little bit different in the fashion world. And we are going to, as we usually show on the show here, I think we've got a little clip of it here somewhere, don't we?
We do. I'll find it here. Hold on.
You find that clip?
There it is.
And, there it is. There it is.
We found it at the same time. Sorry.
Okay. And
there we go.
Boom.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was done at 2214 21st Street in Nanton.
Yep.
And then I decided that maybe, to change things up a little bit, I would take the same lesson. A lot of women are saying, honey, follow Dave's advice. Just shave your beard outside. But this time I decided I would come to Claresholm and do it. So because, it is the Claresholm show. So do we have I think we've got a little clip of that.
I believe we do. If you want to trigger that.
Okay, let's take a look at that just so people learn.
I like the learning. Oh, looks a lot. It's really kind of looks like the back of my house, isn't it? Wow, really shearing a sheep there. A lot of lessons happening all at once here. So that's how you get that look.
Yeah. So I am giving away some secrets here.
I get it. Yeah.
You do have to. Yeah.
You got to get. Yeah. That's the tricky part.
That's the tough one. Yeah.
I like. So you're using the camera as a mirror, which is really smart.
Yeah.
Very nice. For anyone just tuning in, it's got to be a strange event.
So, yeah. So Amanda. Oh, right.
Wow. Do you have a broom?
Yeah. So,
Lessons.
So
I think you got Amanda laughing. I think you got her going. She just joined the green room. She's not sure why. She's here.
What a good timing.
No?
Good timing to join in the show.
Isn't that something? That and now look at you. Look at how and what's beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Now the fashion doesn't end there, of course. No. Okay. So I'd like to invite my wife who joined me in the studio here for a second.
Oh, nice.
Just take a quick look here and I'll
what is this?
stand.
Wait a minute.
So there we go.
Canada Loves Joe.
Okay, so
we
got our Canada Loves Joe shirts on.
Nice.
Okay, so these are shirts that we made. Mm-hmm. If anybody wants us to make shirts for them, then just let us know, and we'll charge an exorbitant amount to do that. But our Canada Loves Joe shirts. Now, I don't know if you recognize who that is. Probably not. A little bit of a conversation that happened at the Thanksgiving dinner at your house about a show, English show called Coronation Street.
Right.
So Joe is a character off of Coronation Street. It's the actor's name. And Joe's coming to Calgary on Monday, and we bought VIP tickets to go and have dinner with Joe.
Really?
And have drinks with Joe from Coronation Street. So we made our Coronation Street Canada Loves Joe shirts. And mine is he's a hockey player. Hers, he's a RCMP Mountie.
Makes sense.
So hopefully you'll get a little kick out of that, and we'll have a little fun on Monday night with Joe from Coronation Street.
That is fantastic. That's awesome. That is very cool. Well done. Well done. Let's we had Amanda laughing her head off a minute ago. I think she's finally calmed down from that bit we did with you.
I was trying to buy it the whole time there.
Yeah, because she was. I saw there was. I think she teared up.
She had to get a Kleenex and stuff for wipe her eyes, and
reapply
glasses were flying off. So
I feel like we can bring her in now, though. Amanda, give us the thumbs up if you're ready to join us. Oh, she's
okay.
There she is. Hi, Amanda Zimmer.
Thumbs up, Amanda Zimmer.
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Very clear.
We can hear you fantastically.
What is you sound and look great as always. What do you got? A new computer in there? What's going on? It looks like a new camera.
It's old.
Is it?
But it looks good. Looks great.
It's doing its job. Thanks for joining us at the best possible moment where Dave was trimming his beard in my yard.
It was so
it's weird. There's going to be birds' nests made out of that now in the spring. I can tell. It's going to be weird beard nests. Anyway, we got a couple comments we want to get to real quick, and then Amanda, we're going to catch up with you. Phil just said, "Hey guys, missed my cameo last week, Dave, but thanks for the shout out. Nice pictures. That was when there was a nice Happy Thanksgiving picture with the three of us."
I think we still have that, don't we? We still have that.
Yeah, there you go.
We can show good old Joe. There, look at that.
There's Phil. Nice.
Look at that.
Thumbs up. And Amanda, I don't know if you saw this picture last week, but that was really, really thoughtful of Dave to.
That was my favorite one. That was my favorite one.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a Canada Loves Phil shirt. Like I got my Canada Loves Joe shirt. So.
That's an excellent idea.
What I'm going to do. So, yeah.
Put the flex in it.
Yeah.
The flex in it.
Fill in his arm. Exactly. And one last comment here before we move on. Quick, Dave Murphy had said that he saw, and I think what he's talking about here is Mr. Dress Up. I saw him live in 1980 with Fred Penner. I looked at them the same way my kid did when I took her to the Wiggles. Yeah, absolutely like icons for sure. Icons. Speaking of icons, I mean, we got one on the show again. I don't know how we get Amanda. It's always
Oh, Amanda. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry about that, Amanda.
Sorry. You were close. It was 50-50 chance you were going to get it right. So there you go. So Dave, I'll let you take over with Amanda. I know you guys cooked up this.
Well, I'm really, really excited about this.
Yeah.
So, some of the news here in the last little bit has been, somewhat gloomy for the news industry when it comes to social media because Bill C-18 and the government and then their little fight with Facebook or Meta or whatever you want to call them has turned into this whole thing where news agencies and community stations and are not, able to share their news on social media platforms. We're blocked. Yeah, we're blocked. Now, fortunately, or for our social media, we don't really share news on there. But where we do share news, and we want to share more news and up-to-date news, is on our website for euroradio.ca. So euroradio.ca is the radio station in Nanton here, but it's really kind of growing to the point where it's starting to become a radio station that is supporting the local community outside of Nanton as well. So that includes Connecting Claresholm, which the Nanton Community Broadcasting Association is what actually makes this show Connecting Claresholm go. So we are really trying to reach out and work together with these communities that are surrounding us. And Amanda and I had a conversation not too long ago where we said, we really want to try to connect the two things that we're doing a little bit more, because I think it's going to help us to, if forget the social media stuff, let's start training people to start tuning into, getting some more subscribers for the website for Claresholm Local Press. And let's get more people listening to the radio station. So I was in the office here a couple days ago, and Amanda and I were working together on putting something up that I thought was a great collaboration. So I'm just going to type in so everybody can see Claresholm Local Press right there, .ca. That's where you can go. And guess what comes up when you go to the local press website? Whoa, what's this in the bottom right-hand corner? It's the radio station player. So we've got the radio station right on there. And we heard before, Amanda, before you came on, at the top of the hour, we actually played on this show. We played the local press radio segment. And so everybody heard the news always at the top of the hour that's sponsored by the local press. So we're combining those two powerhouses in the communities. And and we are going to be the informers of our communities and make sure that people know exactly what's going on, when it's going on, and helping each other out. So
yeah, it's a great collaboration.
I think really it's smart. Awesome. And what was really funny is as I was leaving Claresholm after we kind of put the player up there, I tuned into it from the website. And I Bluetoothed it in my truck, and I sent her a picture because it had the Claresholm Local Press right on my dash, right on my dash, right on the
cool.
Yeah, so you're playing it, you Bluetooth it in the truck, and it's Claresholm Local Press is right up there. You can go to it from their website, or you can go to it, of course, from euroradio.ca. But I want to push people to their website because I want more news coming in for our radio station from the Claresholm Local Press. And they're sponsoring the top of the hour news and helping us out with that. So, just get more of that information out to our communities and help them stay informed.
Broadening our coverage.
Exactly.
No, it's fantastic. And what a great way to respond to things you couldn't control with some of these bills and these new governance, we'll call them, actions. But hey, I mean, if that didn't happen, I don't know that this would have come up, and what a great way to respond to it. And I was actually on the local press page yesterday, and I went, the radio player is working. That's awesome. That's right. It's great. It makes total sense.
Well, it's good. So it's good entertainment while you're, going through the website and reading stuff.
Yeah.
And then at the top of the hour, there's news that's on there that, a lot of it's Nanton news. We just started this. So a lot of it is Nanton news and Nanton updates and Nanton events, but we're going to get more Claresholm Local Press from the paper, and we're going to give them more updates on the news segment as well at the top of the hour. And if there's any breaking news, I've got a special little place in our radio software that I put it in there just for the one day to go breaking news. And, if Amanda has something she wants to submit to me, we'll just record it and we'll put it in there. It'll be in there in like 5 seconds.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. And it's funny because when I was on the page yesterday, because I usually go on to get the events and things like that. Like I'm very focused when I go on the local press page because I'm building the show for today. But I definitely hung out longer on the page, listening to the radio and kind of perusing for because I'm trying to get work done and and I thought, this is really neat. And it makes you want to stay longer. And then, and to see the little Connecting Claresholm come up and then, stick around to hear Dave's voice, obiously. I mean,
that's right.
I mean, that's,
we're going to have a contest to get rid of that voice here pretty soon. So
they're all there. And,
it shows up on every page when you open it, the home page through to every page. It's nice. It just stays right there, and you can scroll through everything on our website, and it continues playing.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
And it's what's really cool too is it plays at the Fresh Mart here in Nanton. So when I get so many comments from people who are shopping there, and they see me after and they go, "Oh yeah, I heard the news at the Fresh Mart in Manton while I was shopping."
Oh,
And
that's cool.
Some people have kind of said the same thing you said, that when they're hearing that stuff, they want to hear what's coming up. So they kind of shop a little longer just to buy themselves some time to be able to hear what's coming up in the news in our community.
Isn't that funny?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool. And this kind of segues a little bit into what we've got coming up here in a minute, Amanda, with our news about what's happening in town. First of all, congratulations. You got a couple nominations.
Yeah.
There was
Whoa,
it 2?
Vote for
nice.
Brandy. Vote for Brandy.
3. So we got Brandy for customer service, and the local press. I think you guys are in there twice. I'm just trying to find.
Yeah, Business of the Year and Community Involvement.
Awesome. And so the that will come up in a moment here. That little news item. But yeah, congratulations on that. And
super excited.
Again, not because you guys are connected into well, just about everything happening right now in town. Your window looks great as well. So there's an initiative going on in town which is really aimed at this at the trick or treat downtown, October 31st, 10 to 5. Businesses are jumping in, decorating their windows for Halloween, much like they did for Canada Day and for Fair Days. The press always does a great job. Your window looks awesome. So great work.
We have bobbleheads in our window now with all of our faces on them, on skeleton bodies.
That's awesome. I really want to see Rob as his bobblehead. I bet it's hilarious. So no, I walked by the other day and it was like, wow, that looks awesome. So you've got all the events are happening with you folks right now. Amanda, are you aware of other like news outlets similar in scope and size to the local press who are doing something like the initiative you've got going with Dave and the radio station? Is that a common thing, or do you feel like maybe this is breaking a bit of new ground?
There's a lot of competition felt between the different types of media, and I don't know of a lot of collaboration.
Okay, this kind of feels like it might be a new...
Amanda, let's show them how it's done.
Yeah. No, it makes complete sense because you're all, everyone's pointing in the same direction. Everybody wants the same thing. And it takes a couple of community leaders who have the same vision to go and do something like this. And it's funny because it's like, I think if people are really on the site a lot, it's such a natural fit. They might go, when did this start? What was it like before? Like if you took it away, people would now notice. They'd go, where's the...
Yeah. We hope to get it to that point. Yeah.
Where's the radio? What are you doing to me? I want my radio station back.
Yeah.
And what's great is you can just drop on the press page and and kind of get both at the same time or leave it on and just listen, which is fantastic.
Use it as your background noise.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very smart.
You know what I just thought of is there might be we probably should talk about this off air. But now I've said it, I've got to say it. There might be more advertising opportunities for people who are advertising in the local press.
I was thinking the same thing, Dave.
Yeah, maybe there's a collaboration with advertising opportunities where people who are, being featured in the local press can also get an add-on to have a radio station, a radio commercial made, and it will play at the same time as people are looking at the local press website. So
yeah, now we just got to find people who could put that together. Who do we know? I think it's a good idea, though. We'll look.
We'll find some people, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential. I think now that this has happened, there's a whole lot of potential for for this to.
Well, and that's a really cool thing about starting a collaboration is. Have you ever heard the phrase? There's stuff that you don't know. Mm-hmm. Well, there's going to be stuff that we didn't know until it pops up. And then we go, oh, didn't even think of that. Didn't think that was even a thing. And now it's popped up in our face because we're doing this. And what a great way to expand what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's very, very, very smart. Very clever. I love it. Amanda, this is the real question, the real reason you're here. Have you thought about what you're going to be for Halloween? I think that's really... You're going to be...
She's going to be a reporter for the local press. That's what she's going to be. I go as a DJ every year for Halloween.
Nice. Really smart. That's good. Really clever. No, it's
the question is, what is Brandy going to be?
Boy, that's a good. I don't know. I saw her on Facebook in a video the other day, and it blew me away because she's usually fairly shy. But now I'm concerned that this is going to really get to her, and now she's really gonna step out of her shell. We could see,
she has no limits now.
No, so I think everyone at the press should be dressing up on Halloween because it's a Tuesday, right?
Yes, it is. Do we have time to create a contest out of this of what she's going to be for Halloween?
I don't know. Maybe you tend to create contests very quickly.
Yeah,
I think that's more bullying than a contest. I'm not sure it's a contest.
I'm really good at starting contests.
That's right. We start about a contest a week on this show for various reasons.
I think I've got a contest in the middle of right now voting or something, or trying to get pictures for junk drawers. Yeah, we're trying to finish that contest.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the rules are for it. So,
so we've got Amanda. If you've got 2 minutes to stick around, do you want to stick around with us for our local updates of what's going on? Because you probably know all of this, I would imagine. And if there's mistakes, you can correct them. How about that? If there's mistakes.
I'll chime in.
Yeah, there's a few fun things coming up. So let's just take a quick look at what we've got coming up here in Claresholm. Now, Amanda, this is a weird question. Do you happen to have handy a copy of the most recent paper?
On my computer. I don't have the physical one right
Don't have
here.
the physical one? Okay. So I wish I had I have the physical one in the house. I should have brought it. I don't. The pressure is on, Brandy. It is. So the paper comes to our house every Wednesday, which is awesome. We get it delivered right on the doorstep, and I desperately wish I had. And I picked it up and I looked at it, and who's on the front page but my wife in the middle of line dancing. Line dancing's happening every Tuesday at the social center, and there are her and her friends line dancing. She had no idea she was going to be on the front page. I'm going to have it, I think, blown up for Christmas for me, framed.
I can help you with that.
That would be awesome. Okay, so perfect. So that was a great, that was a nice surprise on Wednesday. Love getting the paper on Wednesday. So thank you for making my day.
He's such a good delivery boy too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, he's awesome. And very on time. And
he's here by 8 o'clock in the morning, picks up all the papers that he's got to deliver, and then rides his bike around town. And I filled in for him one week. It is like from one end of town to the other end of town to the other side of town. Like he's all over.
Well, you filled in for him for which week was that? Because there was one week where my paper was in the tree and I had to climb up and get it. Was that your?
Might have been.
Like, oh, there it is. I'll have to go and climb up the ladder.
He didn't tell me where he puts them. So
no, I can tell you it wasn't in the tree. No, I'm just kidding. It was not in the tree. All right, sorry. As we carry on here through our events, couple things that are really that are kind of ongoing. Livingston Range School Division always looking for host families. What a great program, right?
Such a great program.
And in fact, I had the great pleasure of coming into your house and interviewing you and your family because you've had host family, or you've been a host family quite a bit in the past, have you not?
We have, yeah.
And great stories. And what I found really interesting, and I've mentioned it before, is each family, one of the main sort of themes that goes through every family is the food. Is how they have a student come in, someone from another country, and they often will adopt a few dishes and go, we're still making this. We love this. So there's a lot of value if you're able to be a host family. You can reach out to Yolanda 360-6316 for more information. This is an ongoing thing where they're always looking for host families.
They're looking for new families for the second semester.
Yeah, which is coming up quicker than it looks, for sure. Another thing that's ongoing right now is volleyball. It's happening every Wednesday. I just saw a post earlier today. They're still looking for players. So if you're interested, it's $200 for a team. I believe a team is a minimum of 6, if I'm not mistaken. And you can reach out to Trevor, 715-3259 for some more info if you'd like to go and play volleyball. A couple things to think about that seem like they're far away, but they're really not. The Handmade Christmas Market coming up November 4th, 10 to 3 a.m. And that is happening at the Claresholm Social Center. And Santa's Gone Loony is the other Christmas event coming up. You can where you've got items to donate or drop off. I wonder where you. Oh, look, the Claresholm Local Press. Look at that. You're in every news item. So if you have items, it's great.
Santa's Gone Loony is such a cool opportunity for kids.
Isn't it?
Mhm.
So if you've got items that aren't, that are usable, definitely things that are in good shape that you want to donate, it goes to Santa's Gone Loony, and then they get sold for like $1, so kids can go shopping for mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, that sort of thing. And it's an awesome
And
little
gift wrap too.
Gift
because
wrap.
they wrap the gifts for the kids too. So please donate gift wrap.
Okay. That's very, very good to know. I know we're talking about Christmas and we're talking about Halloween at the same time, but the Santa's Gone Loony is actually coming up, I believe, December 1st. So about 6 weeks away. And so we just want to give folks an opportunity to think about making a donation. Of course, Halloween night, we've got Trick or Treat downtown. Bring your kids downtown from 10 to 5. The businesses are looking really, really good. And they're getting decorated for all the kids to go around trick or treating. Tomorrow, Dave, I know this is your thing. I don't know if you can make it. Doors at 9, game starts at 10. Crib tournament at the Social Center. $15, including lunch.
I think what I realized is that they found out what time my show was at, and they went, "Let's make sure our crib tournament is right at the same time he's got to do his show."
Well, because you're an absolute monster with the crib.
I think so. I think they're intimidated by my crib skills.
Yeah.
And they want to make sure I cannot enter into their crib tournaments. So
yeah. Well, and what a lot of people don't know about you is that one of the very first episodes of MTV Cribs was actually about you in your house playing crib. There was only one episode, unfortunately, didn't go very far, but you were absolutely crushed it. So that's not a lot of people.
I skunked my dad.
Yeah, good. He's not even here to defend himself. He'd probably deny it, but that's not. That's I'm sure entirely true. A couple more things here we got coming up. November 4th. This looks really cool. Dueling Pianos is happening at the community center. I'm saying that.
It's such a good party.
Yeah, the Health Foundation, $75 for tickets to get in, and it's all in support of the Health Foundation. And then we just talked about it's voting time, so go and check out the Chamber website. In fact, I just voted just before the show. You can get your votes in for the Business Awards, and those awards are coming up on December 2nd. The deadline to vote is November 5th, so you got a couple weeks, but go and check that out, and you can do it all online. And of course, lastly...
Or you can do it in the paper, too.
Oh, can you? Of course
Yes.
you can.
Of course you can.
Why? Of course, that's brilliant. And once you've voted and you've got your Santa's Gone Loony together, go check out. There's actually 2 haunted houses this year. So we talked to Lorri earlier about the community center haunted house happening on Saturday from 5 to 8, Sunday 3 to 6. Both of those happen with a no scare hour for the first hour. So if you're like me or Dave, or I'm guessing probably Brandy and Amanda, not Rob. Rob loves to be scared. We all probably are going to take advantage of the no scare hour. If you haven't got enough scaring in over Halloween and you want to go and check out Z's Haunted Manor, it's bigger and better. October 29, 30, 31 from 6 to 9, 104 DeRoche Drive. This one is in support of the food bank, so food or cash donation, and that's going to help out the food bank. And lastly, this is really neat.
Rescue.
And the what, sorry?
And
yes, and the food rescue. Sorry, food rescue. Food bank and food rescue. Thank you. I just saw that at the bottom. Now, this is really cool. Mary Holgate, I believe, is behind this. This is our last item. Really, really neat. Trunk or treat. So 2 weeks away, you can get your car ready for Trunk or Treat. They'll be in the parking lot at Penny Lane from 3 to 6 on Halloween, the 31st. There's so far seven folks signed up, and on the Facebook page, you can comment. What?
Megan told me today that there's 20.
Are you serious?
20.
This is why it's so helpful to have you here, Amanda. I just saw 7. Now it's 20. And this is kind of the idea. It looks a bit like this. So you get your van, your car, your truck, you decorate the trunk, and then the kids can go around trick-or-treating. 20, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really good.
That is really incredible.
Yeah.
And so there you go. Wow. See, I knew.
I have a couple more things that I just found out about.
Yeah.
So there's another market on Saturday, November 4th at Christ the King Catholic Church in the hall.
Okay.
Same hours as the one that's over at the social center. So you can go to both markets in one day, which is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. No, that's great. There's a lot happening, and the Christmas markets are happening a little bit earlier this year, I think, compared to years past, which is probably good because you never know what the weather's going to look like either.
Yeah.
So it's good to get them in.
Royal Purple is hosting their Christmas market on November 1st, I think. That's Wednesday night.
Okay.
I think it's 4 till 8 p.m.
Nice. Seems smart.
as well.
So it's a busy couple of weeks coming up, and if there's things I'm missing, I'm probably missing a couple of things. Dave has just stepped out for a moment. I think he's probably gone to go and get the local press, I think, so he can see the front page, because I really oversold that. But it's a great time of year. And I mean, I love to see the businesses downtown really getting involved with these events. It's pretty awesome. And Trunk or Treat, I'm excited for this. I'm excited to go and check that out.
Cool.
Very cool. Now, is it happening behind Penny Lane in that spot?
It's happening over by Corner Liquor in the parking lot over there.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Because Penny Lane's moved now.
Yeah. So they're sort of across from Home Hardware, kind of in that parking lot. I assume. No.
Over by the Alberta Mental Health Clinic.
Oh, okay.
The Corner Liquor where Penny Lane used to be.
Got it.
Just down the street from us.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, that part. Okay, yeah, because they've now moved over onto 49th. But I'm sure if you just run around yelling "Trunk or Treat," someone will.
I think you'll be able to see it.
Push you in the right direction. So that's our update for what's happening in Claresholm.
So much.
It's a lot.
So much stuff going on.
There's a whole lot going on.
Yep.
And this is that moment in the show when I say to Dave, "So Dave, what's happening in Nanton?"
Well, everybody, what's happening in Nanton? I've got some pretty cool stuff actually coming up on the show, including I wish I actually had a way that I could just frame Amanda right now, because Amanda's actually going to be on our show tomorrow as well.
Excellent.
So instead of framing her, I found a really cute picture of her and a dog. So I decided to use that. So is that your dog?
It's my mom's dog.
That's your mom's dog. Okay.
Somebody came to put an ad in the paper for it, and I made her buy it.
Oh, really? Oh, so this picture has a really cool story behind it. So Amanda Zimmer from the local press is going to be on our show tomorrow because, of course, we want to promote what we've got, this collaboration that we've got between the local press and the Nanton Community Broadcasting Association, what we're doing. We're also going to be live on location at Nanton's Fall Fantastic Market. So that is going to be happening. And of course, you know, the markets, they're going to be selling a lot of stuff. So we're going to have a lot of different things to show on the show that people should come and buy, and a lot of interesting people that we can talk to on the show as well. So we're going to be doing that. And I believe we're also going to be over at the Lions campground showing the new playground that they just built. Nice. So yeah, so we're going to be possibly doing that as well. And we'll talk tomorrow on the show more about the junk drawers that we got and all the different people who submitted junk drawers, and you know, who's in the lead, and see if we can get some more pictures of junk drawers. And
we'll organized compared to mine.
I know.
Get a picture.
That's the one thing that I'm like, this is just not a good junk drawer because it's just way too organized. Junk drawer has to be a junk drawer. Like it has to look junk. Yeah. So yeah, like, do you think this looks like junk drawer, or is that too organized?
That's how mine looks.
Yeah, that's how I grew up.
It at least has things contained in a container.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've got the keys, like our spare keys and stuff for things.
Yeah,
those are in containers because those keys are super important. You have to be able to find those. So that's about the only thing though that's organized in there.
I posted a picture of my junk drawer. It's similar to yours. I have a tape measure in mine as well.
Yeah, I've got your junk drawer too. So I just have to get it and put it up and get rolling on that. So it might be like a 2-month long contest. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
it might be like a Christmas time thing.
Yeah, Christmas time. Yeah. Christmas time. If I was smart, I might do it because a junk drawer is kind of scary, right? So we got Halloween coming up. If I was smart, I would do it as a Halloween contest, which you know, maybe I'll become smart and do it that way. But you just never know with me.
Never know.
Never know.
It's unpredictable. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
that's our show. That's going to be the show tomorrow. Good Morning Nanton Live. So everybody can tune into that as well and find out what's going on in Nanton. And we'll have Alec there too to give us a recap on what happened on today's show for Connecting Claresholm.
Absolutely, you will. It'll be great. Wow, Amanda, thank you for sticking around for this long.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Amanda. Thank you very much. Thank you for everything. Really, thank you.
Yeah, and you guys are doing some awesome stuff. So again, just for anyone curious, go and check out Claresholm Local Press, the Facebook page. There's now a radio station player. It's local. It's coming straight out of Nanton, and we hear about Nanton and we hear about Claresholm on the station. Right. It's early days. I think it's got huge potential. I'm super excited to see where this goes. I might start a business just so I can have an ad.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Start a business.
I'm not sure what it'll be.
I don't know.
But yeah.
I think you know, if it was my choice, if I was going to choose for you, I think something with fragrance or something might be a good place to go for you. So
yeah, I think that might be that's good thinking, Dave. Sort of a bath bomb soap type deal.
Yeah, maybe a bath bomb soap kind of place. Yeah, I think you should do that.
Okay, I'll think about that. I think
okay, think about it.
We do give beauty tips on the show.
If by chance in the next month or two something launches, then everybody will know it was my idea that I gave you. Yeah,
100%. We've got video.
I get total credit for your business.
That's good. That's the way it should go. Oh my goodness. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, and we're not quite at the top of the hour, but we're close.
That's okay.
It's all right. It's good.
That's okay.
Yes,
let's get out of here.
We've all got stuff to do and things to prepare, and I think
exactly.
Coffee, so
exactly.
As we always say, everyone have a great weekend coming up. It's going to be a fun one. Next weekend's going to be awesome. We've got like all kinds of Halloween stuff happening. If you're downtown, go check out the businesses.
Oh, and, you know one thing that we forgot to talk about?
What's that?
That I just thought of is the library's Harry Potter experience.
Oh, are they doing that again?
They are.
Awesome.
Can we get somebody on the show next week to talk about that, or when is that happening?
It is happening next weekend.
Yeah. They did it last year, and it was awesome. It was really great.
There's an ad going in next week's paper about it.
Okay.
We'll reach out to the library, see if we can.
That's why it's good to have somebody like Amanda, somebody in the know,
100%
connected with us. So thank you, Amanda, for everything.
Everything. That is good to know. That's awesome. They're doing that because that was fun last year. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
I'm excited for it.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Well, we'll talk more about that next week. Thank you very much, Amanda.
You got it, Amanda. And everyone have a great weekend. We will see you tomorrow, Dave, and we'll see everybody next Friday right here. Have a good one, folks.
Have a good one.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.